Okay. Hi, my name is Radiance Campbell, and I am a senior at Normal Community High School. Next year I will be attending ISU here in town to study sociology. And I started All for One Catholic Ministries in response to a need I saw in the Catholic community here in town. I'm actually a recent Catholic convert of just this past year, and I was hearing some crazy statistics like over 70% of registered Catholics don't attend Mass on Sundays. And so to get to the bottom of this, I wanted to learn a little bit more about my Catholic community. There are currently 1.2 billion Catholics in the world. About 24% of Americans identify as Catholic, but it's been said that Catholicism is dying in America, and this is because 1 in 10 American adults classify themselves as former Catholics, meaning that they are reverts of the Catholic Church. We've seen this phenomenon in McLean County alone, as in the year 2000 there were 19,000 people identified as Catholic, but in the year 2010 there were only 15,000 people. So that being said, I do have a market of about 15,000 people, which is the largest religious group in McLean County. As you can see on your left, those are the Catholic churches in the Bloomington Normal area, and on your right is the Catholic schools in the Bloomington Normal area. So what I did my goal with All for One Catholic Ministries was to step in and talk to teens. So I went to the Teens Encounter Christ group in in Bloomington Normal and surveyed them to try to see what's going on before they revert from the Catholic Church. And I pretty consistently found that two main things were happening. They were either confused or frustrated with church doctrine. This is all of the church teachings or history that go into the Catholic Church. And then they were also lacking religious role models in their modern day lives. So we came up with 3 pillars of All for One Catholic Ministries, and that's information, so really educating people on the teachings and the history, inspiration, giving those modern day role models so people can implement their faith in their everyday life, and edification, and this is the building up of a community. So those 3 things manifest themselves in 3 main platforms that I worked on in this class: a blog, a book, and a Bible. I mainly focused on the blog. We launched full scale on March 26th, and we started with a competition. I sent out to all of the area Catholic schools and had them send in photos of of them living out their faith. And this is a picture at a preschool of them giving drink to the thirsty, which is really cute. And all of those pictures are actually on my blog. We prototyped 2 weeks of blog content to try to get a feel for what people wanted to hear, what they wanted to read, and then using that content, I then started writing a book. My book is called Milk and Honey, Understanding Our Whole Faith, and people were most interested in learning more about the church history, more of the documents, because what I found when I was studying Catholicism is the documents are out there and they're available, but they're not easily accessible in terms of understanding your faith. So I took the 4 constitutions of the most recent ecumenical council and broke them down into simple people terms, because a lot of people don't even know what an ecumenical council is. So I actually wrote the first part of that book already, and there's 3 parts left, and I'm going to be looking to be published soon. The third one, this is one of my favorites, is a wide margin Catholic Bible. So what you can see, there's enough space in the Bible for you to write while you read, to draw while you read, and to paint. I love to paint while I read. So just another way Catholic teens were asking for a more modern way to get involved in their faith, and this is something that I've done personally to get involved in my own reading. And right now, there's no version of this book on the Catholic market, and I would like to be the first one to put that out there. Right now, there's only Christian Bibles available, and the Catholic Bible is actually larger than the Christian Bible, so that's a big difference. Cost structure. On the blog, I invested about $88 in domain, hosting, advertising, promotional products. The book, there are simple and cost-effective options as far as an ebook and self-publishing. I'm actually looking to be published by established publishers that can use their marketing benefits. In the Bible, I contacted Bible printing company, and I got a rough estimate of what a Bible would be. They couldn't give me an accurate estimate because this Bible doesn't actually exist, but they came up with $16,000 for the minimum copies of 2,000 to be printed, which is a pretty solid number considering that there are 15,000 Catholics in McLean County alone, which is my target market. So what you can do is you can check out my blog that I prototyped for 2 weeks of content at allfor1cm.com, and you can actually subscribe there or just check out the really cute pictures from the contest that I did. You can also like me on Facebook at All for One Catholic Ministries, and in addition, I am selling fundraising bracelets for $5. They're actually made by artisans in Costa Rica, so 50% of the proceeds goes back to those artisans. And this is because I will be working in Nicaragua this summer for 9 weeks. We practiced a lot in this class, the Human-Centered Design Challenge, and I'm going to be taking what I learned and going to Nicaragua and starting a summer program while living with community leaders there. So I'm really looking forward to that, and if you're interested in helping me get to Nicaragua, I will be selling these bracelets at my booth. I'll be there